Hey everyone, why are we so obsessed about finding the perfect camera bag? No, but seriously, what fascinates us so much about these bags? As photographers and videographers, we're constantly moving between different locations, sometimes hiking up trails, sometimes going to our favorite coffee shop, sometimes catching a flight. We need a bag that's versatile enough to keep up with these things, but also protect our expensive camera gear. That's why I decided to make this video, because I'm putting two popular bags head to head. This is the Compagnon Element 30 liter, and this is the Shimoda Action X30. I noticed there aren't any comparison video between these two bags on YouTube, even though they're aimed at the same audience. This won't be a full review of all the pockets and all the features of the bags, but more of a personal user experience with the bags. Now make sure you stick until the end of the video, because I'll reveal which bag I'm keeping and why. Oh, and if you would please leave a like and follow this channel. It's pretty much appreciated. Thank you. So quick disclaimer before we start, I reached out to Compagnon and they sent me this bag free for review, but they don't have any saying in this video and they don't pay me anything. So I just wanted to mention this. All right, with that out of the way, the Compagnon Element 30 liter has been my go-to bag in the past few months. I've took it to different locations like hiking, photo and video shoots, and just, walking around town. It's very similar to the Shimoda Action X30 as they both target the same audience, which is comfortable bags that you can use to travel. So if you're trying to decide between these two bags, I hope this video is going to help you make a decision. So first, let's take a look at some similarities. The Shimoda Action X30 and the Compagnon Element 30 liter are priced almost the same. The Shimoda will cost you $375 US, and the Compagnon Element 30 liter will cost you $379 US. This is a little bit pricey for a camera bag, but in my experience and in my opinion, it's really worth it because they're the most comfortable bags that I've ever worn. Both bags feature a back panel access to the camera compartment. This is essential because it provides security for my gear, especially when in crowded areas. They are both made from durable and weatherproof material. So they both feature a side camera quick access. They both come with a rain cover. They both have extra pockets to fit extra stuff, but the main feature that stands out the most from these bags is their roll-top access. For me, this feature is really essential because I always want to have the option, to bring extra stuff like a jacket or even a lunch when I'm on a hike. The Compagnon Element roll-top offers an extra 12 liters once it's fully expanded. And there are two ways to close the roll-top. You can close it using the magnetic fit lock system, which is very convenient as it opens and closes in seconds. Or you can also use the optional Velcro flap. On the other hand, the Shimoda roll-top gives you an extra 7 liter. But here on the Shimoda, you can also access the inside of the roll-top space with a zipper like this one right here. And it's also cool because you have a blue color on the inside. So if you're trying to look at some stuff that's inside the bag, it's easier to differentiate. Most of the cables and everything are black. So if the inside was black, well, it's harder to find your stuff, As for example, this one right here, you open the roll top, it's gray inside. So that's really cool because with this zipper, it's a quick and easy way to access your gear when the roll top is closed. But this zipper right here is not really useful when the roll top is full, because once you open the zipper, everything can fall apart on the inside and it's not so nice. So both roll top systems are really good. They're easy to close, and I'm not worried about water going in case of a rainfall. But I think that the Compagnon gets a win here because of the extra Velcro feature and also the larger storage capacity. Speaking of storage, the main difference between these two bags is that the Shimoda has a removable core unit. This means that you can remove this part right here and just use the bag as a traditional backpack. So this is what they call the medium core unit. It's good size, but it gets full pretty easy if I want to, let's say, bring some other lenses or my drone. So the padding inside of the dividers are a little thin, but the structure on the outside is really solid and hard. So I didn't have any problem with any of my gear getting damaged or anything like that. So the Compagnon, on the other hand, has a built-in camera core unit, so you cannot remove them. This core unit cannot remove it, which can be a plus or a minus for some people, but for me, it does the job, you know. I have never removed the core unit from the Shimoda, so I use the bag as is. The dividers are really like more cushioned than the Shimoda one. It can fit a camera like the Canon R6 that I'm filming right now, or a R7 like this one. You can put your camera sideways and close the back panel, and it's not gonna push on your back, like you're not gonna feel the camera. And this way it saves a lot of space in your bag instead of like putting your camera down like this or sideways or like this. You don't have that on the Shimoda because the Shimoda is a little bit thinner of a bag. So if you put your camera sideways, it's gonna push against your back and you're gonna feel it when you wear the bag, so it's not so comfortable. About the camera side access, I think I prefer the one from Compagnon because it's much larger. So to get access to your camera while you're wearing the bag, it's much easier to put your hand in there compared to the Shimoda. This is really small, so sometimes like your camera, especially my camera, has a cage on it, so sometimes it would get stuck in here and it's kind of hard to pull my camera out. So it's really hard to go back to the Shimoda once I try the Compagnon. It's like really larger of a pocket. If you have any kind of value out of this video so far, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing more of these videos eventually in the future. I always use these Peak Design capture clips. The Shimoda and the Compagnon can fit these with no problem. The straps on the Compagnon are a little bit thinner than on the Shimoda, if you can see here. It's a little bit thicker here, larger I mean. So sometimes it's harder to make it fit on the Shimoda. One more thing about the straps here on the Shimoda is really large. Like, I get it, like it's cool that you can fit your phone in here, but it kind of looks weird. Like when you wear it, it feels like, you know, you're on a hike or something like that, and it doesn't look so nice. In terms of comfort though, these are really well padded, but I feel like the Compagnon has a little bit more cushiness on it. So I think it's more comfortable on the Compagnon. On the Compagnon, you have a zipper here, so you can fit extra thing if you want to put your phone or if you want to put, you know, a little snack while you're hiking. Okay, about the size and weight. If we compare the size of these bags, you'll notice that the Compagnon is a little bit larger, but it's a little bit smaller in height. While I prefer the size of the Shimoda, I prefer the weight of the Compagnon because the Compagnon weighs 4.4 pounds and the Shimoda weighs 5.3 pounds. So for me, having a lighter bag is really important because, you know, camera gear gets a lot heavy, especially when you have drones, your camera, lenses, and everything. So on top of that, if you add big bag that is like bulky and heavy, well, it's not gonna be so pleasant walking around town and, you know, walking with your gear all day, especially on hikes. So for me, this gets a win because it's lighter. It's a lighter bag. Okay, style-wise, I think I prefer the Compagnon because it has more of a slick and versatile look compared to the Shimoda, where it kind of screams like I'm on a hike. One thing I don't like about the Shimoda is that the straps are like dangling all over the place, and it's not so bad like if you're on a hike, but if you walk around town, like I said, it screams like I'm on a hike. So yeah, I don't like this part of the bag. The Compagnon also has a lot of straps, but they use a Velcro to keep them together. So as you might have guessed, I'll keep the Compagnon Element 30 liter. Did you guess it? I hope you did, because okay, I think the Compagnon is like fits all my criteria. It's a beautiful bag actually. I love the color more than the Shimoda, because the Shimoda, it looks like a washed out black versus this one is like more of a true black color. But also the comfort is really important for me. This one has a nice comfort. It's lightweight, it's versatile. It has a nice size pocket access. Okay, although I really like this bag, it has a couple of flaws, and it has two actually that I have in mind. The first one is about the load lifters. If you clip the load lifters and you try to open the bag from the back, which is the only way to open the bag, by the way. You see, you're not stuck. You have to either go underneath or you have to unclip the load lifters and open the bag. This is really frustrating. At first, when I received the bag, I was like, really? Is this a design flaw or something like that? But it seems like there's no way around it. So I have to deal with it. But the way I deal with it is just that I don't clip this because, you know, so far I haven't seen a lot of difference in the comfort of this bag. So I just leave it open like that and I open the bag with no problem. The second flaw I saw with this bag is also about the back panel right here, is the zipper, you know. The zipper is kind of good, you know, it's like weatherproof and everything. It's easy to open, but there's a lot of straps in this area right here. So if you're trying to open the bag like really fast, you get stuck at this spot right here. And you see, like you have to move around the waist belt and now it opens. So there you go. This was my review, like comparison between these two bags. I went with the Compagnon, but if you want to go with the Shimoda, it's a great idea also because I've been using this bag for the past 3 years and it's served me really well on my adventures and everything. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got some value out of it and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.